How's it going, guys? It's JSP. I am back. Sorry about the large wait on videos. There really hasn't been much happening over the off season. I mean, yeah, of course there has been, just because Ryan Poles has been making some good moves. Ben Johnson, obviously, I made a video with that one. I think that was actually my last video that I made about the Bears, or just on this channel. Um, but Ryan Poles has been making moves in free agency. Just because I haven't been making videos does not mean I have not been paying attention to the Bears or football in general. Don't get that twisted. I still am paying attention every day, every night on the Bears and everything. I needed a break. I needed a break. And obviously, as you can see, I am in somewhere new. I moved apartments. I'm also a fiance now. I asked my girlfriend to be my wife. So I've had a pretty busy, life in these last 3, 4 months since I've made a video. So here I am, new apartment, new everything. I also got my computer fixed. It's been working completely fine now. I've had some computer troubles, but I know I've been, like I said, I've been paying attention to everything. We got Joe Tooney, we got Jonah Jackson, we got Drew Dahlman, we got Grady Jarrett. Who else have we gotten? Um, Other stuff like that, like Devin Duvernay, stuff like that. I can't remember who else. But the draft, okay? I am here to talk about the draft, obviously. The draft is in about 3 to 4 days. It's on Thursday. Today is Monday. And, I thought it was time to finally make a video again. I thought it was time to finally make a mock draft and see who the Bears are getting because, quite frankly, I see the Bears, everyone on every type of mock draft, I see them getting someone different. Everyone is mocking the Bears to get someone completely different. And it's probably going to stay the same until draft night, obviously, on Thursday. And I'll probably draft someone that either you don't like or someone else drafted, that someone else drafted different. I'll probably be different than them too. So we'll see. Um, I will tell you right now who I want, but I don't think it's going to happen. All right. I want Ashton Genty or Will Campbell. Okay. That is my scenario. That is who I want. Will Campbell or Ashton Genty. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get either of them. I think Will Campbell is either going to go to the Patriots or one of the other teams, obviously above 10. And then Genty is most likely going to go to the Raiders because they desperately need running back help. But I am here to do a mock draft. I'm going to probably just do the top 15-ish of where I think they're going to go. I might continue after that. I'm going to do this a little bit quickly. So let's go ahead and get into the mock draft. I'm just going to put my face somewhere right there. And I'm going to move that out of the way. And let's get to the mock draft. Okay, so no trades as of yet, which is a little surprising. No trades, at least in the first round, as of yet. Everyone, I think for the first time in either 70 years or even history, everyone has their own pick in the first round, which is crazy. So we have the Panthers pick. We have our own pick in the second round. So we have like back-to-back picks almost in the beginning of the second round, which is really good. So we still can get some better players there. So if we do end up taking a running back, as in Ashton Genty or Amarian Hampton, we can still get a left tackle, most likely in the top of the second round, which is still going to be probably a good prospect. So anyway, let's go ahead and start it. Titans are on the clock. As of right now, there's rumors of them trying to trade the pick, but I don't believe it. I think they're going to keep it and take a quarterback. So on PFF at least, which I don't really respect PFF that much, they have Cam Ward all the way down here at 20, which is kind of insane. They have Cam Ward down here at 20, even though he's projected to be the first overall pick. I still think it's going to be Cam Ward. Other people are saying like some crazy stuff that they're going to pass on a quarterback and take Abdul Carter and stuff like that, and I don't believe that. So the Titans are going to get Cam Ward as the number 1 overall pick. Now this is kind of where it gets interesting. I don't know what the Browns do. All right, they need a quarterback. They need edge rusher, which I guess they don't need it, but he's the best on the board. Obviously, they have Myles Garrett. Um, Abdul Carter is there. Travis Hunter. They have PFF has him ranked number one. I don't see it. I'm not as high on Travis Hunter as other people are. I do live here in Colorado. I never got to see him play, and I never really watched Colorado anyway. But I just obviously he's good. Obviously he's great, but I don't think that wide receiver slash cornerback in the NFL is going to translate as well as people think it is. He has to pick one position or the other. All right. And I think he should be a wide receiver because he is electric at being a wide receiver. But does he justify being picked second or third overall by just being a good not a good, but he's a generational wide receiver. But I don't think he's like a Justin Jefferson, a Jamar Chase, a Puka. I don't think he's like any of that type of stuff. So if he works out in the NFL, then I'm completely wrong. But I just am not as high on him as like a top 5 pick. That's just not me. But what do I think is going to happen? I think that they will take Travis Hunter. That is just me. I think they'll take him. I think they're going to pass on Shedeur Sanders. And I think Shedeur Sanders is, again, I'm from Colorado. I'm not even on both of them. I'm not as high on either of them, especially Shedeur. Shedeur should not be a first-round pick. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry if that offends you or anything, but Shedeur is not a first-round pick. He was not even that great in college, and the only reason he's getting picked that high is because he has Shedeur or Deion Sanders' last name, and that's the end of it. I mean, he didn't have a good offensive line, he didn't have a running back, and he was still decent. But at the same time, I think he still can be good in the NFL. He needs to go to a team that has a veteran quarterback, though, maybe like the Giants, because they have Russell Wilson. But at the same time, I think he needs to sit for years, not just 1 year. He needs to sit like Jordan Love, and then he can become good. I don't think he's going to be good right away, and I don't think he's going to be good only on 1 year on the bench. That's just me. So I would also pass on him for the Giants. So I don't know where the Giants go. I think they wanted Travis Hunter, but if the Browns pick Travis Hunter, they will just go the best player on the field. There's also rumors that they're going to trade down if Travis Hunter is not there. So I'm not going to do any trades. So for right now, I'm going to take best player. Abdul Carter goes to the Giants. This is where it gets a little interesting. This is where I don't want Will Campbell to go, but I really think that he's going to go here. So it's going to be either Will Campbell or Armand Membu. So I'm unfortunately going to take Will Campbell because I think they're going to be smart about it and actually take the best offensive lineman on the board. There's rumors that Ashton Jeanty can go there, but that's pick 4. Honestly, that's a little bit too high, even for Ashton Jeanty. Picking a running back at 4 is almost unheard of. But I guess if anyone was going to be picked at 4 as a running back, it would be Ashton Jeanty. So everyone pretty much has this pick locked down for the Jaguars. Everyone is pretty much saying Mason Graham, and I kind of agree. I don't really know who else. Some people said McMillan would go there, but no, I kind of agree that it's going to be Mason Graham. So this is where it gets a little tricky. They also need a wide receiver, so some people are saying Tet will go there, Tet McMillan. But Ashton Jeanty, they desperately need a running back, and who better to pick is Ashton Jeanty. So I think that Ashton Jeanty is going to go to the Raiders. Jets really need a quarterback, but they also need they need a wide receiver, they need weapons, they need a tight end for Justin Fields, because Justin Fields is now on the Jets. So I think they're going to either go Tet McMillan. I'd never know how to say his name. Tetatora McMillan, or they're going to go Tyler Warren. I think that they're probably going to go Tet McMillan, but that's just me. But there's a huge chance that they go either Tyler Warren, even Armand Membu. So I'm just going to go Tet, probably the best ranked on the board so far. And then there's a few things the Panthers can do here, honestly. Jahad Campbell is a big one that they could do. They could do Mike Green. Whereas Jalen Walker is they people have him People have him going there on a bunch of mock drafts. They need a wide receiver. They can go Colston Loveland. They can do a lot here. So I do think they need defense. So they are probably going to go Jalen Walker. So I got him going to the Panthers. This is where it gets interesting. The Saints, I have absolutely no freaking idea what they're going to do here. I really don't. I have no idea. They can go Burden. They could go Shadur Sanders. They could go Amarian Hampton. I really have no idea what they're going to do here. So honestly, I'm just going to pick the best player because I literally don't know. So I'm actually going to give them Amarian Hampton because they need a running back. The Saints are like a wild card. I literally have no idea what they're going to do. They could literally pick Shadur Sanders at 9. I don't know. Where is Shadur on here anyway? He's ranked 45, which is still, like I said, he's a little high for me. I'm not a big one. Okay, here is the Bears. All right, this is where it also gets very interesting because this is like the first time in a draft where I don't know what we're doing here. I have no idea. Okay, if Ashton Jeanty, like I explained earlier, if Ashton Jeanty is there, you take Ashton Jeanty. You take him without a doubt, without a second heartbeat. No questions asked. You take Ashton Jeanty if he falls to you at 10. No question. With this rebuilt offensive line and Ashton Jeanty, with Caleb Williams, with Rome Odunze, that should be a playoff team. At the very least, Ashton Jeanty should be, no matter where he goes, a top 15, maybe even top 10 running back game one. Honestly, he's that good. That's why he is drafted top 10 as a running back, which is almost unheard of. If he's there, you take him. If Will Campbell is there as a left tackle, you take him. All right? And even if you rebuild this whole offensive line and we still have DeAndre Swift, he should be better than he was last year. Which he wasn't awful. He had like 900 yards and like 4 touchdowns, which is not horrible, but it's like painfully mediocre, and we can't have that. So, like I said, if Ashton Jeanty is there and Will Campbell is there, which either of them totally can be, if the Raiders somehow screw it up and they take Ted McMillan, or if the Patriots take someone else like Armin Menbu or something like that, they can totally fall to the Bears at 10. And if Ryan Poles just stays there and he calls their bluff, we can totally pick someone up like them too. Other than that, anyone else picked higher than what I did, like 1 through 9, I don't want any of those people. Maybe Mason Graham. If he's still there too, I would take Mason. I would not be mad about Mason Graham. He is a game changer. If you've seen his tape, he is so fucking good. Obviously, if Abdul Carter is there, Travis Hunter is there, you take them, but they're not going to be. There's absolutely no way they're going to be. So I'm saying if Mason Graham is there, Will Campbell, or Ashton Jeanty is there, you take those people. Honestly, in my opinion, if none of those 3 are there, you trade back. You trade back. I don't want to take a Mike Green. I don't want to take a Michael Williams or a Jahad Campbell or even a Tyler Warren at number 10. Maybe Tyler Warren. Maybe. I would be not as mad about Tyler Warren or Colston Loveland. Both of those tight ends are just, honestly, they're equal to me. Josh Simmons, trade back and get Josh Simmons or Calvin Banks Jr., something like that. That would be what I would do if none of those players are on the board. That's what I would do. If someone is willing to come up to 10, which it sounds like not a lot of people are planning on it. So that is what I would do. I don't want a Michael Williams at 10. No. I don't want any of that. I don't want a Mike Green at 10. No, thank you. All right, you trade back and you can probably still get those players. Trade back to like 15 or 20, something like that. So that's what I would do. But like I said, I'm not going to trade. So if this is how the board fell and we had to take something at 10, I would take Tyler Warren. That's what I would do. I would take Tyler Warren. I've seen his tape. He is so freaking good. Tyler Warren, Rome Odunze, that would be amazing. Like I said, I personally want Ashton Jeanty. I think everyone on the planet wants Ashton Genty, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. So, um, 49ers are on the clock. It sounds like they need a guard, a tackle, a defensive lineman. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go. Where is he? Where is he? I can't freaking remember his name. I'm going to give them Walter Nolan. He's the best on the PFF at least. So I think that I've always mocked this, but I gave him to the Saints. I think they're going to go Amari and Hampton, the Cowboys, but for some reason I gave him to the Saints. I can't remember why. But they need a wide receiver. So I think if Ted McMillan is already off the board, they are going to go with where'd he go? There, right there. The guy from Mizzou. And then Dolphins, they need a guard. They just had Terrion Arnold, right? Or not Terrion Arnold. What am I talking about? The guy who just retired. I can't remember his name. Not Terrion Arnold. I can't remember. I can't remember his name. But he just retired, so they need a guard. So I don't really know much about the Dolphins, honestly. I don't pay attention to them. So I don't know exactly who they need. But if you're still watching at this point, honestly, it doesn't matter at this point. But there's rumors that the Bears are going to take an offensive lineman like a Armand Membu or a Will Campbell or a Josh Simmons or a Calvin Banks Jr. in the first round, stick at 10, and then trade up somewhere down here in the late first round and get a running back like an Amari Hampton if he's still there, or a where is he? I can't remember his name. Chad. He's getting mocked to the Broncos. Can't remember his name, but yeah, he's a running back. There he is. Trayvon Henderson, yes, of Ohio State. Sorry, I don't really watch college. If you know anything about me, I don't really watch college as nearly as much as I do NFL. That's just how I grew up. And I grew up in Illinois, and Illinois teams were not very good in college, so I didn't really care to watch them. But there's rumors that they're going to trade up. If it falls like this and we end up getting Tyler Warren, I wouldn't be mad about it. But at the same time, like I said, I want one of those three players. I'm high on Will Campbell. Really high on him. I don't care about his arm length. I don't care about that. I'm extremely high on Ashton Genty. Obviously, I mean, everyone's heard of Ashton Genty. He had one of the best running back, if not the best running back seasons in college ever. And anybody would be so happy to have him on their team, especially with a defense, especially with a decent offensive line that on paper it sounds like the Bears are going to have. So I would love to have Ashton Genty, and then Mason Graham if he falls to us, which like again I don't think he will. If he falls to us, that's another name. If we draft him at 10, I would not be mad about. So Tyler Warren, I think that's a little bit too high for him, but at the same time, like that's not that bad. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is this a bad mock draft? I might do one more before this and redo it all and see like how it could fall to the Bears and go from there. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's good to be back. I'm going to start making videos again, and then I might take a little break again in the summer and then start up again in the fall. Obviously, when football picks back up again, because the summer is literally just, I don't know what to talk about in the summer when it comes to football or the Bears, because there's not really anything happening, so let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.